Clap everybody, big man can, for Joshua Friedman. Joshua Friedman, everybody!
Good evening. I won't ask how you are. How are you? Sweet. I recently traded in a bunch of frequent flyer miles for a subscription to National Geographic. I didn't read them, and I remember the last time I traded in frequent flyer miles, I didn't read them either. That magazine looks so nice on people's shelves, but you never see anyone reading one. I think instead of calling it National Geographic Magazine, we should call it Recycling for My Grandkids to Take Out When I'm Dead. Magazine. I like People Magazine. I like Celebrity. It's fun to get... all right. It's fun to get for people to think that you look like somebody. Do you guys have any... Who do I look like to you? Nice. Now that is the first time I've heard that, and I like it. Usually it's Ron Howard. I don't know if it's the early years or the late years. Michael Rappaport. Not so nice. Yeah, thank you. Somebody's paying attention. Doogie Howser's interesting. That was my nickname in high school. Thank you. You're done talking. I like you guys more now. So I'm thinking to myself, back in Indian times, there weren't really that many people. It was like 30 people in the tribe, so you couldn't really look like a celebrity. Be like, you look like Running Fox. People always tell you that all the time, right? It's uncanny. Cave paintings are pretty funny, right? Because basically what that was a couple of cavemen sitting around the one guy's living room, and the dude's like, I'm gonna paint some tits on my wall. The guy's like, you're gonna paint tits on your wall. Like, yeah, I'm gonna paint in some buffalo, and then I'm gonna have some guys just like wrecking shop on the buffalo. Oh, it's gonna be awesome! And he was like, you're really gonna do that? Won't your wife get upset? And the guy's like, fuck my wife, I'm a caveman! So people get excited about inventions and technology and stuff like that. Like, cars. Cars are great. I like cars, but at the same time, I would have liked a horse. I could still get there. I can get there faster now, but a horse would have worked, But what about those really earth-shattering inventions? Those ones we couldn't, just change the world, like pockets. Way back when, I'd be like, dude, aren't you tired of carrying all that shit? It's like, yeah, but what am I supposed to do about it? You need a pocket. Okay. First and last time telling that joke on the stage. That's depressing. One thing I do get excited about, though, is technology, right? Because, in specific, I should say, the web and computers, because I was reading this article not too long ago about this new program they've written for the web, whereby they take all of the processing power of everyone's home computers that don't happen to be running at the time and use it to create this supercomputer that's more powerful than any computer on Earth. And the article said that in 15 years, the so-called ultraweb will gain consciousness and spend most of its time watching pornography on itself. I think that's amazing. I think some of these so-called hardcore rappers have kind of a misconception about what being truly pimp is. Yeah, I said it. Wearing a lot of fancy jewelry and keeping your sneakers white, that's not pimp, as far as I'm concerned. Pimp is wearing Depends and taking a shit whenever you feel like it. Like a baby. Babies are pimp. Babies are like, yo, feed me. Why don't you bring that nana over here and I'll suck on it? Yeah. This ain't even my mama. It's not my mother. You know, the ghosts of Japanese kamikaze, obviously, the ghosts of Japanese kamikaze pilots, they must have been pretty bummed out when guided missiles came out, right? Yeah. They're like, automatic is it? Oh. And how come every ghost horror movie has to take place in a haunted mansion? It's always a mansion. Like only rich ghosts are angry. Whatever happened to the ghosts of the haunted RV? Sometime late at night, the deep fryer just turned itself on and start cooking waffle fries. They was Ray's favorite. Yep. That's my impression for the evening. Times are tough for ghosts. You guys know that. It's because of the corporations. That's why. It's because corporations run this country, you know, like Philip Morris, Corporation for Public Broadcasting. Fuckers. Philip Morris, in an effort to improve their public image, recently announced they've changed their name to Altria, which some of you may recognize as the Greek god of emphysema. I came here from LA. I was there for about a year and a half hanging out and doing stand-up and driving a car without an air conditioner. And yeah. I thought it'd be funny. This isn't a joke. Well, it's not a joke I was going to tell, but I thought it'd be funny if you were so self-conscious when you're driving your car without an AC that when like a cute girl drove by, you'd still keep all your windows up and just pretend to be cold. Yeah. One nice thing about LA, besides that, was the fact that you could kind of vote issue by issue, which I really respected. I thought that was kind of cool. You know, you weren't hamstrung by a two-party system. You could say, you know, yes on Indian gaming, no on Indian gaming, debating stem cell research on embryos. But I'm like, embryos? Man, if I had cancer, I'd have them testing toddlers. Fuck. Me? Open up a little preschool on the outskirts of town. Today you are going on ein field trip. You may leave your luncheon box under the table. Driving school, embryos of course make me think of Arby's, my favorite takeout. It's gross. See, all I have to do is say it, but you guys have to listen to it and think about it. I'm not thinking about any of this stuff. Something that's cool about Arby's is the drive-thru, like many of them. But what bugged me about it was when I'm leaving the drive-thru, there's a plastic sign lit up from the interior, surrounded by fake wood that says "thank you," and I'm like, you know what? It's not a person saying thank you. It's a fucking sign that someone made somewhere that just says thank you on it. You know? It's like, dude, Tad, I'm really sorry about your dad. He was a good man. He meant a lot to me. You know, I feel like so much of who I am comes from who he... Those flowers are really beautiful. Who sent... Oh, Arby sent them? That's really sweet. My name is Josh Friedman. Thank you, guys.
Joshua Friedman, everybody! Give it up for Joshua!